Jessica.
Hi. All right, everybody. I'm here with Felicia Day, who you'll recognize from her many, many awesome roles in geek media, Eureka, Supernatural, The Magicians, and also a ton of voice work, which is what we're here to talk about today because she's about to voice a new character on Monster High, Ghoulia Yelps. Incredible name, just to start out. I love the Monster High names.
Thank you so much. I had to tell you, I don't know if you're using this video, but you are giving off such Charlie vibes for me
Oh,
right
thank
now.
you. Thank
You're
you.
reminding me of myself from Supernatural so much that I was like, oh. So anyway, thank you for reminding me
Not
of one of my favorite
intentional,
roles.
but I love that. Happy to provide.
Thank you.
All right, tell me a little bit about Ghoulia and what fans can expect from your role in Monster High.
Well, she's a ghoul. I mean, she's a zombie, undead, but she's also a gamer and she's a skateboarder. And she also is kind of much more sporty than I am in person, but she's still kind of quirky and not so confident when it comes to people in real life. And I just love her so much. And her character design is so adorable. And she's someone that I just really love being. And I hope people love her as much as I do.
Awesome. Now, is she more of like a solo loner gamer, or does she have like a Twitch stream and she's trying to make it online?
No, I mean, yeah, the wonderful thing about her is that she really can show girls and anybody who's watching the show of any age that, you don't have to be an isolated gamer. You could just love gaming, but you can also show up for your friends. And you might be gaming at the lunch table, but you're gonna chime in when they're talking about a problem. You're gonna show up and, support your friends when you can. And I love that because even today, after so many years, being a girl and a gamer is still, for some reason, still a deal. And I thought it wasn't until my 5-year-old came home and was upset that some kid said that she didn't know what a ground pound was. She's like, I knew what ground pound was. And they said, no, you're a girl. You don't play games. And I was like, what? I was so angry. I was like, what is this, 2000?
Yeah, aren't we past that? I thought we were done with that.
We are not done with it. So anyway, my kid knows what ground pound is, and she will love Ghoulia when she's a little bit older, when she can watch the show.
Perfect. And you were also coming in specifically for the holiday special.
Well,
so
yeah,
what do the holidays
my
look
character
like?
premieres on the holiday special, which is really fun because it's called Nightmare Nightmare, and Draculaura has to throw a party, but it's a holiday party, and which I think is a wonderful juxtaposition, having all these monsters in this traditional kind of holiday kind of vibe. I think people are gonna love it, and this is just a premiere of my character. I am definitely in a lot of episodes after this, and I really hope the journey of Ghoulia and her friendship is something that people enjoy, because I enjoy it a lot.
Awesome. What's her sort of role in the festivities and bridging that sort of monster to a holiday gap?
Well, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but
That's fair.
I'll just tell you, she likes brains, and she definitely runs into things when she's on her skateboard. But but I
That's
will
very
say
fair.
that I really feel like she integrates really well with the other characters. I actually auditioned for the show, and I read Claudine at the callback, and I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not a Claudine, and second of all, that was not a good callback, so I guess I'm not getting called. And thank goodness they saw something in my read, and they were like, yeah, she's not a good Claudine, but she's a great Ghoulia. And yeah, like I said, she's the kind of character I would love when I was a kid. And she represents, the wonderful thing about the show is that being a monster kind of is an analogy for dealing with a lot of issues that kids deal with. And Shea Fontana, the showrunner, has really infused every episode with a lot of emotion and a lot of just like celebrating differences and diversity and embracing who you are, whether you have a monster inside or not.
Absolutely. And so is it that combination of like the gamer element and then embracing who you are what really draws you to her character?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm very happy to be drawn to the roles that I'm offered most of the time, and the ones that I accept are the ones that I'm excited to play. And like I said, I didn't actually see her character design before I started playing her, and when I saw her, I was even more in love because it's really cute, and they somehow have made the design a little more accessible and more realistic as far as like body representation, other kinds of representation, and the diversity is just organic to what the show is, and that's what I really appreciate. So yeah, Ghoulia is makes me laugh, and and I get to do a lot of fun things as her, and I can't wait for people to see those episodes.
Awesome. There's so much flexibility in animation, and it's really great to be able to see that representation, fleshed out where you can really create whatever you want on
I mean,
screen.
yeah, it really allows me as an actor to play something that I'm not in real life, which is a teenager. But at the same time, when anybody calls me, like a telemarketer, and I answer, they're like, "Can I talk to your parents?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay. They're not here. They just left me at home."
Hey, perfect telemarketer excuse. There
It
you
is.
go.
It's irritating not to be taken seriously, but it's good to avoid telemarketers. So
That's
thank you for
fair.
my young
That's
sounding
fair.
voice.
There you go. And now you're voicing Gulia, who's a gamer, but you obviously have some big ties to video games yourself as a gamer and as someone who has voiced characters in big franchises like Dragon Age and Fallout and all that.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite games or a game that you'd like to lend your voice to in the future?
Well, I was fortunate enough to do a big piece of video for the new God of War, new God of War franchise. I mean, the new Ragnarok. It's such a good game. I'm still playing it because I can't play 8 hours a day because I am a mother. Sadly, I mean, not sad that I'm a mother, but sadly I don't have 8 hours a day.
Understood, understood.
But I would love to be a character in that world. I love mythology, and the storytelling in that game is just breathtaking. So yes, I would love to do a voice in that world because it's my favorite world right now.
And now you also have huge success just in these big online projects, everything from Dr. Horrible, the Geek and Sundry, to the Guild. What do you think makes content stand out online, particularly in the geek sphere?
I think authenticity is really important. Like this year, I did a lot of hosting, which was just the cool opportunities that came my way. And I did something for The Walking Dead comic universe and a video game. And I also did the Rings of Power for Amazon. But those are worlds that I want to dive in. I want to get the excuse of doing this as my job. I want to learn more about it. It's really a dream come true. And whether I'm performing or featuring things or researching the Silmarillion, I'm living every day in a way that makes me feel joy, and it makes me feel like I belong because fandom is something that I think brings people together. And if you're going to be a leader in that, you really need to be authentic and share that enthusiasm. I might not know every single terminology in the Tolkien universe, but I certainly have the same passion. I'm excited when someone can tell me something I don't know about it. So that's kind of, I think, where fandom is. And with shows like Monster High that encourage that kind of fandom, I feel at home and I feel like I'm a part of something bigger than me. And that's really rewarding.
Absolutely. All right, final question, 10 seconds or less. Why should everyone tune in for this Monster High holiday special and Gulia's debut?
It's monstrous, and everybody who has to deal with holiday traffic knows the analogy is going to be there. Being shopping. Look, listen, everybody knows that the holidays are monstrous. We're just putting it on screen in a funny way, all right? So embrace it, put a Santa hat on, and settle in on the 19th.
Perfect. All right, Felicia's episode of Monster High, the kickoff for Gulia Yelp's Nightmare Nightmare, airs on Nickelodeon December 19th. Everybody go check it out.
Yay, thank you so much for talking with me.
Yeah, thanks for sitting down and talking with me.